What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
Right. Are we good? Were you about to use your teeth?
Yeah,
That's insane.
I'm still going to.
Don't do that. I'll do it. Fucking teeth. My God.
Just my front teeth.
No, it's dangerous. You can chip your tooth doing that.
I know.
And you've got lovely teeth. I'm like, no, young lady, you're not. Doesn't it make you burp straight away as soon as I have a video?
Taste
like,
the Coke.
Taste it. It's nothing better than a can. You know these kids like bottles.
Glass bottle.
I like a glass bottle. That's my favourite. Then a can.
Back in the day type situation.
I mean, obviously, you know, if you're on a binge drink in a massive bottle is absolutely fine. Right.
Plastics.
I'm going straight in.
Back of the cab. With
Spider-Man.
Your Coke bottle.
Do you remember when they done the Coke bottles with the names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got one.
Never saw an Emily. I got Michelle.
I never got one. So I can't even remember if I saw any.
Right. Have I just got rid of that?
Hi.
No, yeah, I know, but I thought I just got rid of my whole
hi.
thing. Say hi to who?
Say hi.
Hello. Say hi to you. Hello everyone and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie and I'm really posh every time.
And I'm Emily. I'm Emily. And I am Emily. That's it. That's all.
This is Emily. I'm Ellie.
That's all I get to
no,
say.
you get to say the next bit. And today, I said I'm happy to swap.
No.
Well, stop going
Shut
on
up.
like you're hard done by. This is all I get to say. Emily.
It has been noted that you're the host and I'm just Emily.
Oh, don't say that. Say host Emily. We'll do it the other way.
I'm like, oh, that's a good point. She is the host and I'm Emily.
But you're the host. I'm trying to think now. No, you're the host.
I should say that.
Then say that.
I don't feel like I need to. Like, I kind of hope they got the gist.
Yeah, as soon
Maybe
as
that's
I
why
say
that guy
hi-
doesn't know who I am.
It's because we go, I'm the host Ellie, and then you go, and I'm Emily. So it's like I'm saying we're the hosts.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to have to change it now.
No.
Well, who brought that up? Somebody said that to you.
It has been said to me and I'm like, no. And then I'm like, you're right, I'm just
By
Emily.
who? It was Juan or Helen?
I'm just Emily.
It was Juan. It was Juan. It was Juan. So then say, and I'm
we're
your
beating
host
him.
Emily.
So we're beating him on the show.
No,
really,
fuck
aren't
you,
we?
Juan.
That's it. We're beating him, aren't we?
Yeah, no, so say,
Thank you.
and I'm your host Emily. That would make more sense. He is
Shall we
right.
try again?
Yeah, let's do it again. Hello everyone and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
And I'm Emily.
No, and I'm your host Emily.
And I'm your host Emily.
Yeah, that's it. We're changing it now.
That's weird.
But you're gonna have to say it now.
And I'm your host Emily.
But you are.
Well, you think they would know that?
I feel like it's all over our stuff. But now he said it. That's it. Now you have to say it. You have to say it now.
Okay.
So you say, I say, hello everyone. Welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
And I'm your host Emily.
And today.
And today, this evening, tonight,
Yeah.
we are looking at bridezillas and cheating, or cheating bridezillas.
Yeah, or cheating kind of in the wedding party.
Yeah, shameful weddings.
Yes.
Shameful wedding parties.
That we love to read about.
We do love a bridezilla.
Especially if
do love
somebody's cheating
drama.
in the yeah, I mean, I feel like we need to go to one of these weddings where it all just kicks off.
Like a bridezilla isn't enough, we're gonna chuck some cheating in there too.
Yeah, but do you remember one of the first stories we did when she was like, do I play them down the aisle? Yeah.
So good. I don't feel like we've topped that story for bridezilla.
That was such a good story.
It was brilliant.
My favourite story though, so far, the one that sticks in the mind the most is that poor girl that was like, help me come up with a lie to say I
That
cheated even though I didn't cheat.
Girl.
And the reason it is my
She
favourite,
infuriated me.
that's why it's my favourite, because I've never seen you so...
What?
I mean, you were like... you were like, oh, and that was just... What a fuck. fucking liberty. It was brilliant.
Like, what is wrong with this girl? Where are your friends? Why are they not slapping you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I was
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
Someone shake
But then
her.
I think if you're in a relationship like that, you haven't really got many friends left because they kind of isolate you as well, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
Right. Anything else, Juan? Why we're pumping it out? He is right though. He is right. I happen
Don't
to
say
agree.
that because he'd be like,
No, he is right. He is right. You should say, and I'm your host, Emily.
I'm your host, Emily. Hi, I'm your host, Emily.
It's
Did you know I'm your host, Emily?
Emily is
Emily
also
is
the host. Do you reckon people don't know?
Maybe that's why. Who's Emily?
No, that man doesn't even know. Someone's asked me if they want.
Hey,
Someone
you're the host,
said,
Ellie, right?
Do you
who's
want
Emily?
me to popularise your music? Delete. We don't have any. I know I like every podcast. I'm like, don't you think I could be a singer? But I'm actually aware that no, I couldn't be a singer. Right? It's just I say
Don't
it.
put yourself down.
No, yeah, but I say
Don't
it for
put
kids. You
yourself
can't come
down.
in now and pretend that you like it. The whole time you're like, no. And now today you're like, actually.
Don't put yourself
so
down.
I feel
You
like.
can be whatever you want to be, you little turtle dove
Yeah.
unicorn.
And I also feel like if you want to offer us a service, know what we're doing for a start.
Offer us a service.
Yeah,
I
not
feel like
that
you could have
service.
put that in a better way.
You get what I'm saying? I just like we're on LinkedIn as well because obviously you join
We're on
professional-
everything.
We're on everything. I've put us on everything. I do the social stuff. Emily,
Anything we're not on isn't worth being on.
that's what I'm saying. So anyway, we had someone say, "Yeah, hi, who does your editing?" So first of all, I was like, "You haven't even looked. You've just seen the word podcast, and you're like, I'll do your editing." So then I write, "Emily, who's Emily?" So that's why Juan's like, you need to say you're a host, and I'm like, she's my co-host. That is who Emily is. And then I've been very abrupt with my answers, and bitch won't leave me alone, right? So I had to block him today because I was like, nobody's interested. You didn't know who Emily was. Jog on.
Like, I'm 50% of this.
We are 50-50. You know what I mean?
Here.
Yeah. But together we're 100%. Right, anyway.
Go on.
Okay, so back to Bridezilla's cheating thing.
Cheating, wedding disaster.
Wedding dramas. I still feel like we have to see a wedding drama.
Drama.
So if you want us to come to a wedding that
you
know
never
that's
saw
gonna...
mine, did you?
I mean, that
I
was
had a lot of drama llama going on.
I'm no drama.
Alright, that's why you're still married.
Maybe. Not sure if I
Show off.
that. Yeah. Anyway, let's refocus our energy to the people that left on their wedding day. Why? What went wrong? I was at a wedding reception with the bride who suddenly disappeared. After a half an hour or so, groom and his friends started looking for her and found her having sex with one of the guests in the rooms above the reception. Groom left angrily.
Hang on, wait. She got married.
Yeah. Took a guest upstairs
and then
fucked him.
What was that? That was a gift.
She was like,
"Thanks for coming.
What did you get me?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't manage to find anything." Well, upstairs we go. That's the rule, apparently. That's what you have to do.
Oh.
If you don't get a gift, give someone a gift at a wedding, you've got to go and fuck either the bride or the groom.
Give them one.
So we know that's the new rule that we're putting out there.
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny, but you know a wedding that happens.
Best
story
ever. Do you know, maybe I should get permission from her.
Yeah, don't. I feel like we've touched on it previously.
Maybe I should ask for permission.
And we'll give new names. Raquel.
We'd have to. And Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you,
did.
fuck you,
That's
Ezekiel.
what she said.
What's your name?
Stop.
Yeah, that is.
Anyway, back to the story.
But I will get permission, and if I can give that story to you as she gave it to him, I will give it to you because it is one of the best disturbing, weirdest stories ever.
It was not okay.
It was not okay. And
I wasn't there. Enjoyed the story, but didn't
Nobody found it okay. Even I didn't find it. I was like that.
Close your mouth.
Yeah. And not a lot shocks me, yeah, but I was shooketh to the core. Anyway, back to, yeah, so anyway, one of the guests in the rooms above the reception.
Wow.
Groom left angrily. Bride and her family couldn't bear the embarrassment after, and they left as well. Groom's dad invited the rest of us and the guests to stay since the food and drink was already paid for. He was actually not upset about the whole thing because he didn't like the bride at all.
And she didn't nosh him off.
Exactly. He the band and some of us less affected by the incident stayed behind to chat and drink at the bar. My date was friends with the groom's sister's friend. I don't know the groom that well. They got married and then had it annulled a week after. He remarried some years later, but a nicer girl who didn't fuck the guests. What happened to the cheating bride, I don't know. I never saw her since.
She just vanished.
Can you imagine on your wedding day, being like, Dave, room 306, here's my cut. Here's my cut.
Who's Dave?
Someone at a guest. And Dave is like a really common name.
Of all the names.
Yeah, but it's really common.
Alan!
Alan's common. Ezekiel!
Guest number 329. Meet me in.
What has got to be going through your head? Unless, because sometimes I feel like it might be.
I mean, with the lights off and she thought it was her husband.
No, we're not going to give her that. But what I think, do you think that sometimes the idea of getting married is the idea you want to get married, and then the realisation of being married, I reckon these people freak out and that's why they do something so stupid like that. I'm not making excuses.
Being married is no different than just being in a relationship.
No, right. So I agree. Because I've been married for 20 years.
It's just a piece of paper that makes it the difference.
Yeah,
right?
It makes it more difficult to leave. Actually.
It
legally.
It just, I don't know what it is that freaks people out.
I think that for me, when I got married, it was a big deal. It was like the next step in the last step in the relationship, if you like, of confirming and aligning the two families and us together was that. I don't regret getting married in the sense that if I could go back, I wouldn't get married or have kids, but I don't regret getting married.
No, I don't regret. Like, I wanted
to marry him, yeah. And I wanted to have my children, do you know what I mean? I didn't marry him because I thought, oh, this is fun, let's get married. For me, it's more than that. It was a spiritual bonding of us. It is what that means to me. But a lot of people get married because it is just a bit of paper. But on your wedding day, you could at least shag the groom and not some rando at the wedding. Do you reckon she was upstairs going, what's your name?
I really hope not.
I mean, that would make it even more funny.
It'd be worse. It's awful.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Like, I don't know. I don't even know whose wedding it is.
Ezekiel!
Don't even work here.
Yeah. Over to you, my darling.
What's going on?
Oh, it's having a mental health breakdown. God. You over-zoomed.
I over-zoomed. Oh, my life.
Ezekiel! Oh, like, that's going to be in my head all day now. You know, have you watched Godzilla and King Kong? The latest one?
No.
Oh, right. Well, I have watched it, and some of you out there have watched it. And when I got home, because obviously everything I do is cringe to my kids, and I was like, Godzilla came out, and he said to Godzilla, what's your name? And I did the whole sketch. Fuck you, Godzilla. No, fuck you, King Kong. And the boys were like, actually, that's quite funny. Yeah, I need to get a life. They might be right. They might be right.
Don't even give him the satisfaction.
Okay, go on.
Right. Bride wants a refund after groom had an affair with my second shooter. When I say second shooter, this is, you'll know. Okay, let me read.
Okay,
Let me read.
I'm like,
Second shooter?
Yeah.
I know what that is. Early this summer, I shot a wedding.
okay, photographer.
Yeah. My typical second shooter couldn't make it, so I found someone else online who I felt did good work. Anyways, her and I did the wedding and everything seemed business as usual. Photos were edited, delivered to client, all was good. Then, this morning, I got an email from the bride. She was wanting a refund because the lady I had hired to second shoot for the day ended up sleeping with her husband at some point after the wedding, and she also included photos from his phone to prove it. I haven't responded yet, but what's the best thing to do here? She hired me for a job and the job was completed and product was delivered, but I also feel like this would be as if I were a professional dog walker who walked a client's dog, then came back and shot it later. I don't know how he's compared that, but okay. Of course, the second shooter is considered a private contractor and not an employee. Anyways, what is the best thing to do here? I really feel for this lady, but that's also a lot of money to have to give back for work that was done.
Right, hold on. So the second shooter fucked the groom.
So his usual second shooter wasn't available.
Who doesn't sleep with the clients.
So he hired someone else through a different company, a company.
Yeah.
After he'd finished the job, the work, the photo job.
Yeah.
At some point then, his second shooter that he hired.
Yeah.
Fucked about with the groom.
Right.
And the bride now has found out.
Right.
And wants the photographer to refund her what she paid for the photos.
No. It's not down to the photographer to refund her because the groom can't keep it in his pants. So it's not, she hired a separate contractor. She needs to go after the other contractor. It's nothing to do with her.
Yeah. I think I would feel sorry for her too. I would. Okay, so people are cruel. Someone has said by far this is the best post of the year in this sub. Congratulations, you win. I swear this is why I like Reddit. A peep into the madness of life.
It's unbelievable.
Someone then very kindly said offer her a discount on her next wedding. This is the perfect response. And do you know what? It possibly is, because he didn't do this to her.
I don't understand what having a discount is going to achieve. The work was done. She has found out that he's cheated with said photographer. It's really nothing to do with the work. The work was done. The photos and everything was passed on to the bride as per contract.
Yeah,
Him fucking about with the other photographer really doesn't make any difference to the work product at all. There's just a couple of extra pictures of her giving him a blowjob. It's not her fault. People are mental, mate.
Yeah,
He's just another one.
Not your problem.
He's another one that's messed about on his wedding day. I don't get it. Why bother getting married?
I don't get it.
It's so weird. It's so weird that
this second shooter must have like really complimented him and like really boosted his ego.
Take the groom pictures.
Like, oh my god, you're the best groom I've ever had.
I dropped my camera.
I dropped my camera.
Yeah, she bent down to pick it up. Came from behind. You get
Feel
it?
to me.
And then she turned it selfie mode.
God.
Right, yeah.
But on
It's
his,
a good subreddit,
on his
this.
phone. Why would he take photos on his phone?
Because he could go, look lads, this is what I did on my wedding day.
There's something wrong with people.
There is something wrong with people. I mean, this is a different level of there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? Right. Groomzilla. Am I the arsehole for not replacing one of the groomsmen after he cheated on a bridesmaid? My fiance and I are getting married in 2 months. I have 4 groomsmen, including my brother, cousin and a close childhood friend and a close college buddy. My fiance's best friend, who is in a long-term relationship with her, but he unfortunately just got exposed for cheating. I don't know the details of it, and honestly I don't want to. I wasn't aware of the cheating prior to the time it was discovered. I feel that his relationship with her is none of my business. My fiance, on the other hand, does. She now hates him and is demanding that I replace him. She said he's a toxic presence to our wedding, but the woman he cheated on is going to be her bridesmaid. I was bothered by this. The guy is one of my closest friends. I have known him since I was 18 years old. I want him to be a groomsman. I said that they both can go and just put their differences aside for one day. After all, the day isn't about them, it's about us. And their relationship is none of our business. She said that she was putting her foot down on this and that my friend won't be in her wedding. I said that if it's that much of a big deal, she can drop his ex from the wedding and that it doesn't, and she doesn't want that. Then we go along with the initial plan. She's been pissed at me since and hasn't back down on this. Am I the arsehole?
No, he's not. He's actually been really reasonable about it.
Yeah. He's saying they can both be there. They have to put their differences
Either they're
aside.
both there or they're both not there.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't get her mate to be there, but his mate can't be there.
Yeah, he's not saying that. He's saying this bloke has been my mate.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah. And listen, if one of my friends cheated and it was my wedding and both were meant to be involved in the wedding, I'd be absolutely pissed. But if it was a friend I've had since I was a child, they're still my friend. I don't agree with what they've done.
Yeah.
But they're still my friend. I would spend time being like, you're gross.
Yeah,
do you know what I
have you
mean?
done?
Yeah, what have you done? You're so sleazy. But I'd probably still want them there at my wedding as well. It's not a nice situation, but I think that they, as an ex-couple, they have to put their differences aside. It's only fair to the bride and groom.
Yeah, if you still want to be part of our wedding,
Yeah.
then please do still come. The other has been told exactly the same.
Yeah.
Feel free to leave early if that's what you need to do.
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
But respect us as your friends because we're respecting you guys.
Yeah.
It's difficult because obviously bride's going to be hating on groomsmen.
So I'm just skimming through and not a lot of people have the same sentiment as we do. Someone says, but unfortunately he got exposed as a cheater. This phrase tells you everything that you need to know about OOP. Not unfortunately he cheated. It tells you who your friend is. I don't agree. I think people do stupid shit all the time. I don't agree with cheating. I really don't.
No, I do not.
And I would look at my friend differently.
And the line that comes with it.
Yeah. But at the same time, it depends what kind of friendship you've got, I think. I really do.
I mean, I think if I was the bride and that was one of my girlfriends, I'd be like, no, he's not coming. I think I would act the same.
Yeah.
Like,
But say your partner's known them since they were in school.
But if it is a case of that is his best mate.
Because think about it the other way round. Say it was one of us girls. You've known us all since school and then we cheated on your partner's groomsman. What do you do then? You say to us, we can't come. You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
So that's why I think it needs to be looked at from both point of views here.
Yeah.
People do stupid shit all the time. I don't agree with cheating. I don't believe in cheating. We say it every podcast. you know, separate and go with someone else, fine. It's less sleazy.
I think because it's someone else's wedding, if you want to be there for your mate, you respect your mate, and you leave that girl alone, or that girl leaves him alone. Stay away from each other.
Yeah.
Respect your friend's wedding.
And be there for your friends.
Be there for your friend.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it's too much, leave early.
Yeah.
Just be fucking respectful.
Yeah, be there for like the ceremony and that sort of thing, and like, I think keep it to that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, it just comes down to the respect. Obviously, there's lack of respect in that relationship, that he's cheated, but do you know what? Just stay away from her.
It's not that
you don't need to tell her you're sorry at this wedding.
It's not that I don't get
Stay
I get where the bride's coming from. I understand the defence mechanism, and I feel like I would see this be the same.
I would be the same.
But I would also try and see it if it happened the other way round.
If it was making my husband to be upset,
yeah,
you've got to look at it that way as well. Like, you really have to see it from his point of view.
Oh, try that.
This is the original, yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
No.
You don't like it?
No, it's a bit Red Bull.
I don't like Red Bull. Red Bull apparently has got ball spunk in it.
It's
Is that true?
Apparently.
Have I been drinking ball spunk?
It's called something Bulla something or other, I can't remember.
Yeah, it makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
Right, so that's that. Off you go, my darling.
Was that an Am I the Arsehole one?
That was a Bridezilla.
No, he's not being a Bridezilla. Bride is potentially being a Bridezilla, but she really needs to take a little step back and listen to her.
I kind of get. I
But
it.
I see where I do get it.
They're in a
I get
really
his as well.
Yeah.
They need to step back and have a look at.
I think they're in a proper shitty.
It's awful.
Yeah. It's sad, actually.
It
all
is
of
really
this,
awful.
and it could really all be avoided.
Okay, so this originally started as an Am I the Arsehole?
Yeah.
But then got moved over to Bridezillas. I think it's that way around anyway.
It's mine.
So it started as Am I the Arsehole for inviting my sister's soon-to-be ex-husband and his affair partner, my best friend, to my wedding.
And yes, hammer down.
Which then turned into Bridezilla. Bridezilla abuses her sister with her homewrecker best friend that stole her sister's husband and did a surprise Pikachu face when it blew up in her face.
Stop it now. So stop. Right, hold on.
Let me do the story.
Let me be clear. Don't do the story. Let's be clear. So the bride
has
invited her sister, but the bride's best friend is fucking the sister's husband,
ex-husband.
Yeah.
Now,
well,
so
didn't start out like that though, did it?
Invited my sister's ex-husband and his affair partner, who is her best friend. So her best friend and her brother-in-law are together.
I hope you step on Lego. and a fucking plug. I hope you step on a plug.
Okay. But let me get on with it.
What the fuck?
Like keeping it tight there. That's what you said.
Mate.
Oh. Right, I just started learning English for my for my honeymoon, so please excuse any mistakes plus fake names. Background.
Pikachu?
Back in May, my sister, 26, found out her 27-year-old husband, who she's been with for 7 years,
7 years,
married for 4, and has a child, 1 female, together, was having an affair with my best friend, Kate, 32, for the last 2 years.
Oh, it's fucking ranty.
It was a shock. There were tears and tantrums for weeks when Kate and Tim told my sister about their relationship and he was filing for a divorce. My sister became very angry and bitter towards them both, which I can understand. But here's the issue. Me and Kate have been best friends since we were 5. Obviously, I told Kate. That means she's known her sister that long as well. Like
the 5 years before, previous.
like
Yeah. It's the same as
Anyway.
me and Jenna, isn't it? That's the same amount of time.
since we were 5. Obviously, I told Kate off about the affair and stopped talking to her about.
Talking to her. I know what it says.
Yeah. I told Kate off about the affair and stopped talking to her, but in July we made up and I saw how happy they were, so I invited them to the wedding. Me and my ex-brother-in-law were close. I thought they'd put the differences aside for me for a single day, because even though my sister won't admit it, she has to be civil to them in the long run for their daughter's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Friday, when Kate and my sister showed up for the fitting, all hell broke loose. My sister called Kate a nitty prostitute
Fair play.
and asked me what kind of game I was playing. Kate was crying, apologising, but sister just told to fuck off, then left. Since then, my sister told me she and her daughter aren't going to be at my wedding. Most of my family have joined her, calling me a bridezilla and an arsehole. Even my in-laws are mad. So give it to me straight. Am I the arsehole for just wanting a perfect day where everyone puts their differences aside for me? I was asked to add this info. Yes, Kate knew my sister was going to be there. She wanted to talk to her and maybe try to mend things. Oh my God.
Best friends.
No, my ex-brother-in-law didn't know he chewed both of us. What?
I don't know where you are.
Hold on. No, my ex-brother-in-law didn't know he chewed both of us out because my sister is 8 months pregnant and has already been making it difficult to see his daughter.
She's pregnant with his second child.
Yeah. Like, I hope she has herself tested. Me and Kate are closer than me and my sister. My sister and I have an okay relationship, but the age gap does get in the way, and my sister is closer to our younger brother. Also, my sister is telling people to choose either go to my wedding or she'll never speak to them again. It's harsh. Go on.
Just gobsmacked a little bit. So he's with this best mate of the sister. He's fucking her, but he's also fucking the wife. So he's cheating on the girlfriend that he's so in love with and setting up home with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
But he's probably saying, no, I ain't fucked her, and next thing you know, she's pregnant. Now, this is very different from the story before, because if my best friend fucked my brother-in-law behind my sister's back, then that tells me everything I need to know about you as a person, because you're now fucking with my family. Right? So I know I just said in the last story to like put it aside for one day, but there is no putting it aside, because you fucked with the whole entire family. This girl is not your friend.
This girl is not your friend.
She is not. She is an enemy.
Because this is your sister.
Right.
Doesn't matter how close you are. At the end of the day, your sister has been fucked.
I could never. I couldn't.
And you're about to rub that in an 8-month pregnant woman's face.
She's pregnant with the second child, and she's like, oh, she's already making it difficult. Well, of course she's making it difficult.
She's fucking hurt.
They won't stay together anyway.
She's hurt. Not only the brother-in-law's been invited, but so's the wench that he was with.
The slag.
It's just, of course, this is nuts. This is crazy.
This bride isn't realising the disrespect that she's shown her family. and that she's shown her she's not grasping that, yes, they've had an affair and they fell in love with someone else, like, fine, people do it all the fucking time, but she's actually come into your family where your niece, who's alive and pregnant with whatever other child, saying that 2 years, so before she was even pregnant, and she's been fucking lying, your brother-in-law, doing all this stuff, and you want to go, she's my best friend in the whole entire world. No, there would be no forgiveness from me if you step in my family and fuck about.
Because she would have known the sister. She would have known the family.
I want to know what people have Reddit have said.
When Kate starts fucking Bridezilla's husband, in a couple of years, Bridezilla will have no one to blame but herself.
There you go.
Next one says, this. Kate now knows she's got away with it in the eyes of her best friend. She'll try it again.
Yeah.
Hooray. I'd love to be there to see that. Heck, I'm kind of hoping the sister does it.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You can't trust this girl.
What's up with all these posts where they claim they're just learning English, but it doesn't seem at...
Someone's just having a go. Moving on.
Shut up. Anyway,
I just can't believe that some slag has slept with your brother-in-law whilst your sister and him have a child, because they haven't said their child's two, I'm guessing two, and then she's in that time that she thinks that her family's okay and in love, your best mate is still fucking your sister's husband. Could give him anything, harm the baby, all sorts, and you want to forgive that girl? Oh, you're out your mind, I'm telling you.
She is not close to her sister because of the age gap, but is close to her ex-brother-in-law, which has exactly the same age gap. OP is a troll.
Yeah, nobody likes her, so yes, she's the arsehole. I feel like she's the arsehole.
Like you're the arsehole. You could save yourself and rein it back in and actually support your sister.
Listen, nobody's saying it's not hard that you've lost the best mate. Nobody's saying that.
She can still be mates with that girl if that's what she really wants.
For me, I think you grieve the loss.
That girl shouldn't be at your wedding.
Or anywhere near your husband.
Or your family.
Yeah.
Because I feel like bottles are going to be flying.
Only because, listen, I don't like cheating. We say it all the fucking time, yeah? But there's one thing for one of your best friends to come in and fuck around with your family, because your friends are your family, so then they're included in your family. So it's family fucking with family. That's how I see it. It's really fucking bad. You can't trust that girl. To me, I grieve the loss. That's what it is. I mean, this bride is sad because she's lost a mate, yeah? She said that she stopped talking to her. And it is like a death. It's like when couples divorce, or or you don't see someone, or you drift apart. You are going through a mourning process, but you don't want this girl in your life at all.
Nope.
Anyway,
okay.
No, that was really fucking bad.
It's not nice.
I feel like the worst thing for me is she's pregnant. Like, she's pregnant and they've got a little baby, and she's like, I'm talking to Kate again.
It was a little bit like, oh, and by the way, she's 8 months pregnant, wasn't it? It was just like, it's not even a big deal.
No.
Fucking is.
No. I mean, that's the thing.
Man is double dipping.
Yeah, and
thank you.
Yeah, he's for the streets. And when he was started fucking this bird, they got to a point he was like, I'm going to leave her. I love you. But still going home going, I love you, and fucking her.
Got her pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. And this whole 2 years, she's like, yay, best marriage ever. So, anyway, we're ready for the
married
next.
4 years.
They were married 4 years,
yeah.
and for 2 of them, he was dipping.
Yeah,
okay. He didn't even make it to 7 years.
No, just
5.
7 years in the relationship.
Yeah, so 5 years.
So it was
5 years, and he's fucking some skank. Anyway, my husband cheated on me with my maid of honour on my wedding day. Oh, maid of honour. Not the maid of honour. Do you reckon it's these? It's her now in the future.
Jesus Christ.
English is not my first language. So please do not mind my spelling grammar mistakes. I won't notice anyway, love. 31 female, was getting married to my ex-fiance, 30 male. I'll call him Noah. I almost lost the story then. I'll call him Noah. We met in high school and started dating our sophomore year and kept going strong in college. 1 year out of college, Noah proposed. It was dreamy, sunset... My lip went... It vibrated. Our sophomore year and kept going strong in college. 1 year out of college, Noah proposed. It was dreamy, sunset beach type of thing. Now on to my maid of honour. My maid of honour, 31 female, I'll call Gina. Me and Gina have been friends since kindergarten, and all throughout college we are best friends. So she has been through tons of relationships, in and out, on and off. She would fuck off. She would what the fuck? She would be the kid to have boyfriends in 3rd grade. She has always been supportive of me and Noah. When Noah proposed, Gina was there helping plan it all. Anyways, me and Noah were planning our dream wedding, and money-wise, we were okay. We picked the most delicious cake. To this day, I still go to eat cake there. We picked a beautiful place in church. It was all good until the dress. I invited my mum, sister and Gina to go with me. Noah was getting his suits the same day, and his best man, dad and groomsmen. I'll call him Percy.
Really?
Me and Percy are close, but
Helen
never...
calls Woolies Percy's.
Who does?
Helen.
That's disgusting. What, like Percy the policeman?
He's your little Percy.
Little Percy.
So it's little
Are you
Percy.
telling me about James?
Apparently not. That's not James.
I don't know, you said Percy now. That's like next time I see him. You alright, Percy? You should never have done that. That was a mistake, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't think she calls
Percy!
she calls James Percy.
Well, she does.
I think-
Oh, look, Percy's here to play. Anyway, me and Percy are close, but never like that. The dress shopping was going fine until Gina disappeared for about an hour. Oh, one more thing I should add. Gina is in a relationship with a guy and they are getting married next year. Anyways.
Was getting married.
Yeah. Anyways, everyone was looking for her until Percy texted me about saying Noah has been missing for a while too. Of course I started panicking, thinking they were together. I don't mind them hanging out, just something felt wrong. We finally found them together, not cheating. She was wearing a wedding dress, currently in the process of trying some on. My ex-fiance was also trying on suits with her, of course, and I freaked out. Of course my ex-fiance was there to try on suits, but he wasn't with them, and they admitted to trying on the stuff together. Gina said that she just wanted to try them on now so that she can save time, and wanted my ex-fiance's pose at her husband. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming
Pose as her husband.
No, ex-fiance pose pose as her husband, yeah.
That's weird.
To what? Stand in the mirror?
Yeah, and pose together?
That's fucking well weird. No wonder I was getting confused. Anyway, to pose as her husband. Now this is obviously a red flag, but I didn't see it and they kept gaslighting me. You know I only love you, stuff like that. I did finally find the perfect dress. Through it, I was in a bad mood. As the months passed, everything was set and we just had to wait until my ex-fiance started acting weird, changing his passwords, coming home late, etc. He was a busy businessman, so that was his excuse. My maid of honour also was never responding anymore, and every time I invited her over when me and my ex-fiance was out, she was always busy. By the way, the bachelorette party went okay. The day finally rolls around and all my bridesmaids look stunning. I felt the best thing I could do. Shut the fuck up, Ellie. Right, anyway, I felt the best thing I ever did, and I hate to say it, but my maid of honour looked stunning as well. The ceremony finally starts and I walk down the aisle, but the groom is not there, nor is the maid of honour. Yeah, I panicked. Everyone started looking, and then the maid of honour ran down the aisle all flustered and waved her hand in apology. My ex-fiance came 5 minutes later, and we said our vows and got married. The party was fine until the reception. We had done the cake cutting. I started and I had fun until, guess what? My maid of honour and groom disappeared. I mean, they were out like fucking rabbits, babe. And we all scrambled to find them. My bridesmaid...
She spent her whole wedding looking for them.
Mate, my bridesmaid, I'll call her Mary, tells me the maid of honour and my ex-fiance were making out outside and have been going out all night to make out. I asked for proof and she showed me them making out. To say I was mad was an understatement.
No shit.
The first dance came around and the maid of honour and my ex-fiance were late. I was so bitter. I stepped on his feet every time I could. Then they disappeared into the madness after. What the fuck? I should have mentioned I should mention we had a live band. Then once I knew they were going, I asked the singer to give me the microphone and I announced to everyone what my maid of honour and my ex-fiance were doing. It may have been extreme, but it wasn't to me. I was furious, and of course everyone was flabbergasted. I told them not to say anything unless you catch them after I leave him. They came back to the wildest looks, and then the bouquet toss. I tossed the bouquet and guess who caught it? My maid of honour. I put my hand in her face, but I realised my ring was missing. I know, mysterious move, right? Then I see my ex-fiance get on one knee. I know movie stuff. He says, over the past year, planning the wedding from the proposal, planning to now, and they have had an affair. He also said to me that he did not love me anymore, and he said, I wish Gina was in the white dress. Oh my God. And said that she looked the most beautiful girl tonight, and more. Gina's fiance was there, and he proposed. That says he proposed to her. But then she came over to me and had the nerve to apologise and asked if we could still be friends, and showed me her ring. It was my ring. Honestly, the whole wedding was trashed. What the fuck? I do have an update. Noah is trying to restart a relationship. Also, Percy is taking on a vacation. He's going on a vacation with Gina. Fucking hell. What do you think of that?
Wait, Percy is
Noah's dad. That's what I read. some of it got confusing. It's the way it's been written, but she did say English is not her first. Right, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Best man, dad and groomsman. I'll call him Percy.
Groomsman.
He says dad and groomsman, so he is the dad, but he was also the groomsman. So now Gina's with
Dad?
They're going on holiday together. Noah is trying to restart a relationship. Also, Percy is taking me on vacation with Gina. Despite to redo relationships. I'm not trying to be a narcissist. Oh, fuck knows. It might be her English.
Right, I have no idea who Noah is trying to form a relationship with, or is in a relationship, or making a relationship.
Oh, I don't know. So forget the update part. Yeah. Hold on. You carry on.
That is a mad fucking wedding.
Yeah, it was. Some of it was difficult to keep track with what was going.
So what he proposed.
Here we go. 6 months later, I am doing very well. Percy and me started dating. So the bride is now dating Noah's dad. Yeah?
Mhm.
Right. And Gina and Noah broke up and tried to reach out as Noah, as I have heard, is in shelters, and his parents, maybe fucking Percy's a groomsman then, that was weird, kicked him out, and Gina is living with her parents, but is trying to be friends again. Should I forgive her? There we go. Update. Noah is trying to restart a relationship. Maybe with her. So Percy...
Who cares? She needs to fuck them all off. If she's with the groomsmen, happy ever after.
Right.
Crack on, mate.
Yeah.
Leave them
and the rest of them can fuck off.
The rest is history, mate.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Done. You made your bed. Go fucking
A little bit
it.
confusing, but she did say she's not English. That's why I think I was getting a little bit mixed up. But yeah, no, good.
So at their wedding, he proposed to her maid of honour.
When he was late coming and then she runs down the aisle after the bride, you already know that they were fucking.
Yeah.
Right.
The groom's supposed to be there.
Yeah. And so is the maid of honour, but she was busy. Good. I hope they step on Lego every day and whack their little toe on the corner of the door.
So painful.
Yeah, well, sometimes people deserve it, babe.
Wow.
Right, take us home.
But maybe you should still be friends.
Yeah. Will you still be my best friends?
I heard you got a new guy. I should check him out for you.
You know, everything happens for a reason.
Mate.
And you've had a lucky fucking escape from this piece of shit. Because, you know...
She ain't.
He's fucking your maid of honour. She ain't a maid.
She ain't your
he
mate.
Ain't worth having. And they can all go fuck themselves.
They've all got better looking mates.
Yeah. Don't you think it's wild, babe? Who has sex with other people on their wedding day? I mean, every story... to be
Everyone
fair,
apart from us, apparently.
to be fair, I did choose this Reddit topic, but I'm still shocked. I'm shooketh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is cheating.
Yeah.
It's come under
Shocking.
am I the arsehole? So am I the arsehole for not telling a bride her groom is cheating on her?
Yes, you are. But I'll tell you more in a bit. I'll tell you why later.
First, I've never posted on Reddit, but I'm a fan of the pod, so I came here for help. I, 31 female, am a sales manager at a hotel which hosts a lot of weddings. We have our own catering, a beautiful venue, etc. Last weekend we had a wedding in-house. I was around for a few hours, so I popped up into our wedding space to check in to make sure everything was running smoothly with our banquets team. The wedding party had gone to the bar to get photos before the ceremony, but a few of the important players were missing: groom, maid of honour, parents. Wedding planner was freaking out, so I offered to help find the rest of the bridal party so we can get final photos before the ceremony. Calls time crunch. Yeah, whatever. I I head to the bridal suites to check for the missing parties, knock on the door while open it saying management, and I walk into the groom and maid of honour in the middle of banging.
No.
We all look at each other. I know who these people are. They were at tours, catering, tasting, set up, etc. They know who I am too. I calmly say, you're both needed for photos.
That's the caterer from this wedding.
No, this is the management of the hotel.
Yeah, from this wedding.
You're both needed for photos.
Yeah.
Close the door and walk out. Tell the wedding planner that they will be down shortly. I went on with the evening, acting like I saw nothing and said nothing to a soul. I watched the maid of honour give her speech. She was talking about the decade-long friendship and how bride is so lucky to have found her groom, etc. This wedding was hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I feel guilty not saying something to bride. But how could I ruin that day for bride and the families who were paying for the wedding, parents, grandparents, etc. Plus, they could try use that as a reason to not pay their venue and catering fees, since I told them it wouldn't work, but it would delay payment, making it very messy situation for me at work. My friend told me that I am an arse. My husband said no, not my problem. So, fellow fans of Pod, am I the arsehole?
I don't think she's the arsehole. However, I think I would have said to the bride, they need you upstairs. Can you quickly pop up? And let her walk in on that.
Let's set her up.
Yeah, because it's better than having her marry this piece of shit and being friends with that piece of shit.
But there's also no evidence either. So the first comment was send an anonymous message to bride. But they're married now.
No, they're married, but I'm saying on the wedding day, if you had walked in and they're fucking, I would have gone downstairs, got the bride and said, you need to go to room B17 immediately.
Yeah, someone says agree before they bring kids into the world.
Yeah.
Um,
Her mate's a piece of shit, and you know that's worse than the groom being a piece of shit, because you expect it sometimes, don't you? But from your friends, you don't expect it. You really don't expect it from your friends.
You don't.
And
You
yet
don't.
here we are. Every start. I mean, I chose this Reddit thread.
These are
but
all
I'm
friends.
I'm shooketh. Yeah.
You
What would
guys
you
are
have done?
not good at picking friends.
What would you have done? You're at work, you walk in, the maid of honour is having a quickie from the groom. What do you do?
I don't know. In my head, I would want someone to tell me.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe
Maybe if I knew
maybe setting her up to go see that herself. Maybe that is the safest.
that, or
Oh,
anonymous
but that's
phone call.
Fucking messy.
Go to the
isn't it?
bathroom. Can I speak to Deirdre? Her name's Deirdre. Deirdre's
course.
getting married. Deirdre comes on the phone. Your soon-to-be husband is having sex with some slag. Right now, you need to go up and catch them in the act. Just so your conscience is clear. I mean, that would haunt me. It would haunt me forever if I knew something like that. And then, like you say, off she's gone to start her life, and she's going to have kids and that.
God.
It would really, like, it would
The
fuck
maid
with
of
my
honour would be
psyche.
like their godmother.
Does the OP write back at all?
Not that.
She would be godmother
Ooh.
as well.
Thought about that too, but like there would be no proof, and I would want proof if it was me.
Yeah, but then that's
like that
down
makes
to
sense.
her.
But
I bet the
anonymous
bride
message.
feels like something's going on anyway, but doesn't know what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, when you've got like that feeling.
Oh, I don't
It's terrible,
know.
isn't
It's
it?
awful. It's awful.
Right. That's it.
Brides, I'm so sorry about all your best friends.
Yeah, I feel like that's worse than the cheating grooms. You know that is these mates.
Yeah, like men come and go situations.
I
But,
do. I feel like it's one thing to be betrayed by a man, than it is another thing to be betrayed by
your best
mate, your soulmate, you know, your person, your family, your chosen family, as you say. Right. We try and get up with a bit of dignity.
Make better
and grace.
choices, guys.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Make better choices.
It's a lot of energy before the wedding.
Like,
follow, subscribe. You know that's a long day at a wedding to go and fuck as well.
That's a lot of energy.
That's what I'm saying. That is like a that's like
energy.
Maximum effort. Because when you go to a wedding, you're starting at like 7 o'clock, and then what? At 12 you're having sex. At 1 you're walking down the. I couldn't fit it all in, if I'm honest, and get my hair done. It's too much for me. Bye, my darlings.
Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.